Hi, I'm Rachel Richards, licensed massage therapist, and I am honored to be a guest here today on Melissa West's channel. If you have not subscribed to her channel, please do. She puts out new free yoga classes every week. She's got a wealth of content, and this is great for if you've been doing yoga your whole life or you've never done yoga before, so do subscribe. I am here today to talk about sleep and give you some tips and even a lovely self-massage to help you go to sleep at night and stay asleep. And why is sleep so important? Well, we are a sleep-deprived society. If I asked you if you get 7 to 9 hours a night and wake up feeling rested, chances are the answer is no. So what happens when we're sleep-deprived? Well, we're more anxious, we're depressed, we've got more of a chance of weight gain, we impair our cognitive and motor function, we're irritable, we're at increased chance of getting ill. When you sleep, that's when your immune system can really work. That's when we do have optimal tissue repair and healing. That takes place when you sleep. You don't get that if you're not sleeping. So I've got some tips for how you can get to sleep more easily. And the first thing is turn off the electronics. You don't want to be checking your phone for at least a half hour, maybe an hour before bed. When you look at screens, the light from the screen stimulates the optic nerve, and this registers day. It's light, it's day, we're supposed to be awake. That's not going to help. So shut down the electronics. It will also help you quiet your mind, because with the electronics, we're always busy and checking and doing and working. You don't want to go from that to sleep, because that's not a good transition. It's not going to help you sleep. Along the same lines, you want to dim the lights. So you want to get it nice and dim and quiet in your environment. Another thing is you want your room to be a little on the cool side. We sleep better when it's cool. It's tough for us to sleep when it's too warm in the room. No alcohol before bed. That actually, it may help you fall asleep, but it's not going to keep you asleep. You'll wake up. Or it may make it difficult for you to fall asleep. So you want to stop the alcohol, I'd say at least 3 hours before bedtime if you're going to have a drink. And if you do a daily practice of yoga, like Melissa's wonderful yoga, meditation, get massage therapy regularly, this is all going to contribute to a healthier night's sleep. Having those kinds of practices in your life make for better health, better well-being, and better sleep as well. So I'd like you to take a nice comfortable seat. Now, here's the rub. I said turn off electronics, but of course, how else would you watch this self-care video? What I suggest is trying this during the day. Practice these techniques during the day with the intent of relaxing and refocusing. So it will serve you that way. And then take those techniques that you learned and do them on your own at night. If you practice them during the day, you'll remember, or at least remember the ones that worked for you the most or the ones that felt best. And do those at night while you're lying in bed to help you settle down and get to sleep. So for now, take a nice seat and get comfortable. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale completely out through the nose or mouth. Let's do that again. Nice deep breath in. Feel the expansion and exhale it out. Begin to drop into your body and notice how you feel. No judgment, just notice. Are there areas where you feel tense or uncomfortable? Go ahead and breathe right into that area, sending oxygen and nutrients, fresh air into that area. And on the exhale, see if you can release the tension from that area. Just think about it floating out away and dispersing into the air. Gone. See if you can slow the rhythm of your breath down. See if you can take a longer inhale. Feel where it moves in your body as you breathe. Feel where it doesn't move See if you can relax the areas that don't move and help them to expand with the breath. Again, no judgment. We're just noticing and playing with the breath. And a long exhale, releasing tension throughout the body. We're going to start with a nice scalp massage. So just take your fingers in like that and start making circles. Now, if you notice, I'm not rubbing over the skin. I'm actually lifting the fascia or connective tissue in circles. I actually want to move that tissue. Now, this connective tissue has an attachment right in deep, deep into the dura mater, or the outermost meningia of the brain and spinal column. And you can imagine that if this fascia on the cranium is tight and pulling, it will be yanking on that outer layer cover of the spine and brain and will be impacting, negatively impacting, the brain function and spinal cord function. So we want to keep this really nice and loose. And you could start moving around to different areas. I'm coming in to the center, to the suture right in the center. You can go back and forth. There's really no precise thing with this. This is what feels good to you. It should all feel good. If anything's hurting or feeling uncomfortable, adjust. Maybe lighten your pressure or go to a different area, or just hold on the area that's tense or not feeling so great. Just place the warmth of your hands there and breathe into it and breathe it out. Let's start going to the back of the skull. I love scalp massage. Feels so good. And work your way down towards the occiput, or the base of the skull. A lot of us hold so much tension. And we have these little muscles right at the base called occipital muscles. Now, when those get tight, they could clamp down on blood vessels and nerves that are going up to the brain, that innervate our heads, our craniums, our brains. And we could lack blood flow into the area. It can make you dizzy, could make you nauseous. So we really want those to be nice and loose. Now, while you do this, I want you to try to relax your shoulders down, not bring them up like this, okay? So that's the problem with self-massage, is that you have to use some part of your body to relax another. So try to keep the arms and the shoulders relaxed as possible, okay? So when you really cover the whole scalp, and you could take your time with this, when you do this on your own at night, please take as long as you like. Maybe this is enough to help you drift off to sleep. Let's go ahead around the ears. So I'm again taking fingertips and just making circles around the ear like this. And we're going all the way around, little bits at a time, the back of the ear. And behind the ear, you can even move it out of the way a little here and massage behind the ear. That's very relaxing. Often areas that have a lot of tension, especially if you have jaw pain, this is all related, all pretty tight in there. Bringing it all down. You can make scissor fingers like this and just go up and down. If this is too weird for you, you could also use it like this, whatever is easier. Up and down. As much pressure as feels good to you. Great. Let's do some ear massage. So relaxing. So I'm pinching and pulling. Pinching and pulling. Pulling out. So you're actually stretching the connective tissue away from the cranium with this. The ears attach all the way in, so it's having a more profound effect than you might think. So let's do that again. Around, pull the lobes down. You can also massage right along inside the ear, right along here. That's very relaxing as well. So just circles. Now it's a smaller space, so you want to use only 1 or 2 fingers here. You can close your eyes if you want. Deep breaths while you do this. And let's bring it around to the lovely temporomandibular joint. This is especially good if you tend to grind or clench your teeth in your sleep. You want to release the jaw before you sleep. So we're just doing circles here, right? Along the joint, nice and easy. Just as much pressure as feels good. You don't want to be, digging into the joint. And I'm just moving up and down a little too, a little down the jaw. And we'll move up, little circles. We can bring it up to the temples. The jaw attaches all the way up here. These are all muscles that act on the jaw, even way up here. To really get the temples there. Now this is all great. This temporalis muscle always gets so tight. It makes sort of a seashell around the ear over here. So just a nice circle. Now if you feel a direction that you pull the skin where it feels particularly good or particularly tight, or you're getting a nice release there, just hold it and breathe. There's no rush here. If something feels good, do more of it. Linger there. And then continue. Okay. You can bring it over to the temples. Big circles. I like the big circles, really stretching all the way around. You see, I'm moving my head too, so my hands don't have to do too much work. I help it out by bringing the head around, up and down. A wonderful place right on the edges of the eyebrows here. And just do little circles there and breathe. Enjoy that. Work your way over to the bridge of the nose, and we're just going to go in, fingers in towards each other, and then up. You'll feel yourself against a bone here, a ridge. So then up towards the forehead, and just hold that. Great for those of you who have headaches, sinus problems. Just hold that and breathe. Great point. Another good one is that third eye. So right around here. Just go ahead and hold that. Also great for headaches. And do a nice little circle in that area too. Feels really good. And you can go the other way. Great. Let's do a nice brush stroke down the face. So from the forehead and loosen the jaw all the way down. And hey, it helps to voice it. So if you have to go, the voice is great. It's an integral part of your body, your physicality. It creates vibrations that are very relaxing. Great. Let's do a little bit of neck work. So what I'm going to do is take my fingers like this on either side. I'm going to go right in the middle, right at the ridge of the skull here, where the occipital muscles are that we talked about before. And I'm going to bring my fingers like this, because then I'm going to spread the tissue away from each other. So we're going to get our fingers there right in the center of where the spine is, and then slowly begin to pull outward. Nice and easy. Some of you may find some tenderness, so I'm going right along the ridge of the skull now. Okay. And then we're going to go down to the next segment. So kind of the next vertebra here. We're just going to go down to that next one. Take your fingers and pull. Now if you want to add a little more, you can do a little nodding up and down to slacken and stretch the tissue. Again, relax the shoulders, relax the arms. Of course, you might be doing this lying down in bed at night, and then the bed will be supporting your shoulders and arms, so you won't have to worry so much about that. Breathe. We're going down to the next segment now. You can slowly bring your chin towards your chest to stretch the tissue. All the way out to the sides. And down to the next segment. And spread. A lot of us get so tight in the back of the necks and we end up like this with our computer posture, shoulders forward and our necks extended. This is a great way to widen and extend the tissue in the back of the neck so that we can get a little more flexion in the spine where we need it. And down. I'm at about C7, that for most of you, that big bone that sticks out, right where the cervical spine meets the thoracic spine there. So just from that big bump that sticks out right in the back in the middle, spread. Great. And whatever you liked most, do that again. If you feel like an area needs more attention, go for it. And then if you're ready, let's just end with some more scalp massage, because you just can't get enough wherever it feels good. Now you can take your hair and gently pull. So I'm taking it, scrunching it in my fingers like this. You can gently pull away from the scalp. It's a great stretch for the fascia there. Pull out, pull up, pull down. Any which way feels good to you. You can pull to a side. So that for me is stretching this whole area here. And you could pull to the other side. So nice. So go ahead and relax your arms, relax your shoulders, and just take another nice, really deep breath in. You'll probably find that it's easier to breathe more deeply now, to really get the air down into the diaphragm. That's nice belly breathing, nice relaxed breathing. And exhale it out. It's okay to exhale on a sigh. In fact, that could be really helpful. And you can go ahead and take a few more breaths just like that. So if you enjoy self-massage, which who doesn't, please check out my channel, Rachel Richards Massage. We'll put a link below. I have lots of self-massage. I've got lots of great effective self-care tips on my channel. Please do subscribe. And you could also check out my website. It's rachel-richards.com. I want to thank Melissa so much for inviting me to do this video on her channel. And please again subscribe to her channel. Sweet dreams.